So when I was in high school, and even a little bit in college, man, too, which is embarrassing, but when I was in high school, I would pretend that shit didn't bother me. I would pretend that I didn't actually want to make friends, that I was too cool for school, basically, right? Like I would pretend that I didn't need anyone. I'd sit alone at the lunch table just because I didn't care. I didn't care about school. I didn't like all these people anyway. People try to talk to me and I'd like somewhat ignore them or give them short answers because I didn't care, bro. I was too cool. I was above everyone else, right? So I thought. And this made me extremely unhappy because what I thought, bro, this was my master fucking plan, and this genius brain of mine, this incredibly very smart, definitely not flawed at all brain of mine, is that I was like, man, I am going to just act cool. And then people are going to wonder, who's that mysterious guy sitting in the corner of the room who's so cool, who doesn't talk much? You know how many people wonder that? You know how many people approached me and came up to me and was like, hey, man, what's your deal? This many, bro. Zero. That's not how it works. Stop trying to act fucking cool, bro, because it's not actually cool. You're not making an impression on anyone, and no one really realizes you're there. But you've grown up in an environment where it is accepted, right, for you to be non-reactive, for you to be non-emotional, probably because one of your parents displayed that trait of being emotionally distant. And now you're like, oh shit, this is just how the rest of the world is. It's not, bro. It's not. And I'm sorry that you went through that because that sucks to have as an upbringing. I've been there. But even though that happened, and it's not your fault, it is your responsibility to overcome it. If on the other side of this, you want that life where you have tons of friends, and it's really easy for you to make friends. Anytime you go somewhere new, you're confident in yourself. You have this extreme inner confidence that just doesn't leave you, right? If you want that, bro, you have to stop trying to act cool. You have to leave behind the emotional scarring of your past, of living in this fucked up way, in this somewhat like off-kilter family dynamic. Because if you notice, think back to the kids in high school, right? When you were in high school, the popular kids literally had a name to them, right? Jason Walker. Like you remember the first and the last name of these people in high school because they were just a thing. People talked about them, right? They were popular. People knew them because they were talking to people all the time. They were loud. They were boisterous. Something fell. They were loud. They were boisterous, right? They weren't that just guy in the corner hanging out. They made their presence known. And because of this, they were loved by people. They were also hated. You were probably one of the kids who looked up to them and you were like, I dislike this person because of this reason and this reason and this reason. But really, in the back of your mind, bro, it's because you were jealous. Like, the front part of your mind, your conscious isn't going to think that, but in your monkey brain, you're like, I want what they have, so I dislike them. But bro, you're just missing this one skill of authenticity, and it's really something that you can overcome pretty easily once you get through these mental barriers that are stopping you. To become like the Jason Walkers from high school, bro, you have to start putting yourself out there. You have to start overcoming this barrier to being authentic. Easier said than done, I know, but I have plenty of videos on my channel to doing that. And yes, these people in high school were both loved by people and also hated by people, but they were known, right? The Jason Walkers of the world were known. And I'm not saying that being known is the be-all, end-all, but it is where social fulfillment lies. Not because you were known, but because you were showing who you are, because you were being authentic. Naturally, when you are yourself, in an interdependent world, there are going to be people who dislike you and there are going to be people who really, really like you. This is where you want to be because you get to choose who you let in your life. If you don't want to see people every day, literally don't. It's not that hard, bro. Cut them out. People you do want to see are going to be your fucking ride or die homies. That's what I want for you, bro. But it all starts with being authentic. Watch this video right now to start being a more authentic version of yourself.